So 2 weeks ago, I received my offer letter from Amazon telling me I was selected to be a software development intern for the summer of 2021. This year, I'm actually a freshman. I'm also 18 years old. So how did someone as young as me land an internship at one of the most prestigious companies in the world? Well, it all lies in being ahead in school. So Amazon only takes interns that are at least in their second year of college. So you have to plan to graduate in about 2023, or right now it's 2020. So in my case, although I am a freshman, I took many college courses back in my high school, and that allows me to have a planned graduation date of 2023. So right now, if you're in high school and you want to get that Amazon internship as soon as you get into college, make sure to be ahead in your courses, take as much college credit as possible, and that way you'll be able to apply to a bunch of tech internships that you wouldn't have been able to apply to in the past. Because most of these tech internships are looking for sophomores and above. If you're not, at least in your second year of college, they'll probably cut you right at the email round or right when you first apply. And of course, during my actual interview with the Amazon employee, I made sure to clarify how I was able to graduate in 2023 while still being a freshman. And I explained all about my high school and how I was able to take college courses. So you know that this is a legitimate way of being able to land these high-tech internships as a freshman, because all they're looking at is your graduation year and the courses that you've taken so far. Now that I covered how I was able to land this internship, I want to give you some of my best pointers for how to help you in your application process. So first of all, you have to apply through the Amazon website. My first pointer to you is apply after a career fair. After you attend one of their talks, they will send out a link for you and all the other attendees to fill out. That will show your interest, and also, I believe it'll also fast forward your application through the initial screen. So after this initial screen, they'll send you an email with 3 challenges. The first challenge is a debugging interview, and it's all online, and it's I think 6-ish questions. They all go really quick, so you got to be really quick with it. All right, so my tip for this part is skip questions that you're unsure of or that you think will take a lot of time. You don't have much time at all, just keep going forward. All right. The second part of the interview is the actual coding interview, and this is where they'll ask you leak code style questions. So before you take this part of the test, make sure to grind leak code. There's no easy way of putting it. You have to just put in the work and grind out the questions. So I suggest easy to medium questions. So the third part is the leadership principles and like the day in the life kind of assessment, where you'll be led through a day in the life of an Amazon worker and like how you'll respond to emails and what you'll focus on. So for this part, I strongly suggest that you go through the Amazon leadership principles. And those principles, number 1 is customer obsession, and you'll find the rest, it's in the description box. Go through these principles and make sure you're familiar with what Amazon expects from their employees, okay? And answer the questions just based on your experiences and based on what you feel like is the most honest answer for you. There's no wrong answers, it's just to assess how you would function as a worker at Amazon. Now that you finished your 3 online assessments, comes the final in-person live interview. My top tips for this part is just to grind leak code as much as you can. You can't memorize the answers, you can't search up previous Amazon interviews, because every interviewer is different, every interviewer might ask you different questions. So you have to understand the topics. And I might make a video in the future detailing how to best learn and how to best use leak code to learn these data structures and algorithms topics to ace your interviews. And also a tip that many people miss is to practice the in-person speaking elements as well. So a basic overview of this part of the assessment is you'll first be asked what Amazon calls leadership principle questions. So I'll link those in the description as well. There's a bunch of sample questions, but make sure to use the STAR formats, where you first list the situation, then the task, then your action, and finally the result. Okay, so make sure to use that tactic, practice those questions, come up with pre-made answers to the common interview questions so you won't be caught off guard. So hopefully that covers everything in the Amazon application process. Let me know any questions you might have in the comments below. I read through and I answer every single one of them. Good luck on your application.